Okay, part 2 of my little series, I guess, of today. I'm going to be doing a foundation review. I will be talking pretty fast because I tend to let time get away from me, and like I said, I think in the other video, that the camera just kind of cuts off around 10-11 minutes, which really pisses me off, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, so I'm just gonna clip my bangs back in this super attractive hairstyle, and I'm going to be talking about, let me just move these out of the way. I'm going to be talking about the new Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation. Comes in this really heavy, hit someone in the head with kind of glass jar. It's not quite 8 ounce, it's 0.8 fluid ounces. It looks gigantic, but it's only 0.8 fluid ounces. My color is 220 Nude. I got this at Target. There was not a whole lot of shade selection. Well, the display had shade selections, I want to say maybe 10-ish. However, it was just sold out of the second or third lightest color, which is what I probably would have gotten. But I'm glad I got this color because this actually matches pretty well. I don't always match to my face. I don't know why, I'm sorry, I have like hiccups or something. I don't always match my foundation to my face. I tend to try and match my foundation to the rest of my body, basically. I think it looks really, really funny when girls have really pale faces and then all of a sudden they just have like super tan going on. So that's just me personally, personal preference. So at the bottom of this, it does have a little peel thing, and it says wears up to 24 hours, talc-free and paraben-free, buildable to full coverage. Bouncy whipped formula feels ultra light and silky smooth. And then it also has a list of ingredients. Now, an interesting thing about this foundation, it does have, where does it say? It has salicylic acid. It does say that right here. I'm really annoyed because as a pregnant person, you're not supposed to be using salicylic acid products on your skin. So, big fail, Revlon. Huge, huge fail. This kind of really pisses me off. Because it's not marketed in any way, shape, or form as a acne-fighting makeup. It is not marketed towards oily skin or dry skin. It's not marketed any which way or other. It is just marketed as a 24-hour new cream makeup. So it really just kind of pissed me off when I saw that there was salicylic acid in here. Now I highly, highly doubt that there is enough salicylic acid in this to actually do any kind of harm to me being a pregnant person, or if you're just run-of-the-mill, I doubt this has enough salicylic acid to make a difference whatsoever in your acne or oil production or whatnot. I have a feeling they just put the salicylic acid in here to probably balance out the fact that it is very, very heavy creamy, and you would probably have clogged pores without the salicylic acid. So that's just my opinion. I'm still kind of ticked with it. I think they should mention that somewhere on the display or whatever. That's just me personally. Anyway, so it comes with this twist off top. So it looks like on the inside it has a little plastic useless cover. Well, not totally useless, that's a lie. I did appreciate this at first because I used it to kind of dip my brush in to get the product and then put it on my face, but now now it's useless. But I guess it's used to kind of seal in the product so that it won't dry. It's a slightly messy product. It does kind of get all over the rim a little bit, and I've literally had this for like 4 or 5 days. So, and then it kind of gets on the inside a little bit on the rim. As you can see, it's a cream, but it is not runny. It just kind of stays in place. I can hold this upside down all day long and nothing will come out. Another irritation to me, because the way this is kind of packaged is it's smaller. It has a smaller hole. So if you basically have to dip your finger into it to get product, which I really don't like. I would have preferred either a wider lip lid, I don't know what the hell to call it, or just have it in a tube or something, pumped to, although I don't know if this will really work well on a pump, it might get clogged, but maybe in a tube form. This looks pretty, like it looks pretty sitting, but it's kind of impractical. Like I hate having to dip my fingers into it, and B, your fingers like hit the side and it's just like ugh. So if you like to use a brush, I guess if you use a regular like standard paddle foundation brush, I don't have one on me to show you, you could definitely use that to, you know, just clean your brush really quick and then dip it in, and that will not contaminate the product. Or I guess if you wanted to get like a little spatula of some kind and, you know, take it and put it on your hand or put it on the little plastic thing and then use your brush to use that. I can't be bothered to do that. I think that kind of defeats the purpose. Well, yeah. It just kind of irritates me that I would have to do extra things to get it to work. Oh, I forgot to mention, by the way, I did get this at Target for about $11.99. Now, every Target is different. Every Target has their own price. I'm sure if you found it at Walmart, it would be a lot, not a lot, but it would be cheaper. Ulta, if they carry it at your Ulta, you could use the $3.50 off of 10 or whatever the hell coupon they have going on, and you can get this at a discount. But it's gonna run you between probably $10 to $13, $14. So for let's say I paid $14 for this, I wouldn't want to have to use extra steps to like get my product out. That just kind of irritates me. Anyways, enough about that. So I prefer to use the e.l.f. powder brush. Mine's a little right now. This is a very dense brush. I prefer that. I didn't like the way it looked with my fingers. You certainly can use your fingers to dot the product and then smooth that, which is what I'm going to do, and then smooth the brush over it to give you a more even finish. I found this product to be a little heavy if you applied it with your fingers. You actually need much less product using your fingers than you would using a brush. I found personally. I don't know if that's going to be for everyone. That's just how I found it. I found that when I used my fingers to apply this, it came out much heavier and cakier looking versus just applying it with a brush. I have not applied it with a stippling brush, which is like the brush that has the black on the bottom and the little white skunk tips at the top. I've not tried that. I'm not sure if it would work that well because this is quite a thick makeup. And usually you want to try and use those kind of brushes for either cream blush, which you're just going to take a little light application, or a lighter formula of some kind, either a light liquid or whatnot. It gets a little difficult to move the heavier the product is. I'm holding this here, like, I don't know if you guys can even see that. What I really do like about this foundation, it dries on me very matte. But not like a tight dry looking matte. Like sometimes the original Colorstay, when you apply it, can look a little bit dry. The oily to combination formula can look a little bit just dry and kind of just too matte almost. This has a matte finish, but it still looks like skin. It still has like a satin finish, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Semi-matte. It does last quite a long time. If you put it in the morning, it didn't budge for me until I took it off. I did get slight transfer, like, you know, when you put your phone or your hand, you do get like slight transfer, but it's not actually transferring the color. It's just, you know, your oils throughout the day kind of break through. but the color stays put, which is what's important, and that's why I guess it's called Colorstay and not oil-free of any kind. So I'm gonna just take my finger like this. It's a very strange texture. You literally need the littlest bit amount. Like, I barely tapped my finger into this, and you get like a crap load of product. Like, this will actually spread quite a bit. It's very creamy. You just move it around. I don't know if you can see that finish where it has, like, you know, here's regular skin, here's the product, and then here's regular skin again. It does have a slight shine to it. It almost reminds me, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse, but it has, like, it goes on very similar. It goes on very similar to the Dream Matte Mousse. And the concealer, the Dream Mousse concealer, which has been long discontinued, and I'm still writing angry letters about it because I adored that concealer. Anyways, that reminds me kind of it, but it looks very, very different. It's slightly more moisturizing, but it looks very, very different. It is not a mousse texture, it is a cream texture, but it applies the same way. Like, it goes on the same way as the Dream Matte Mousse. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my little mirror. This is what's left of my Studio Fix from last year. As you might remember in some of my other videos, I never did quite finish using it. This is an NC35, way wrong color for me now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dot this. As you can hear how friggin' heavy that thing is. I'm just gonna go ahead and dot this all over my face. I'm gonna take that. It might look darker on camera than it actually is in real life. Like I said, the color selection, by the way, you might want to go a color darker than what you actually think you might need. I know that might sound strange, but I think these run a slightly light. I've always been either probably like a sand beige kind of girl, but I found that this nude color works for me right now. Maybe because I'm slightly starting to get a tan. And like I said, I like to match my body and my face. By the way, this has like kind of a funky smell to it. I really don't like it. It does not smell like the regular Colorstay, Coverstay, what did I call it? It doesn't smell like that. It smells much, much different. Being a Colorstay product, I did expect it to smell, but not quite as bad as it does. It has a very strange, like almost like a paint thinner. That's what it smells like. It smells like paint thinner. It's disgusting. Anyway, so I look really freaky. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of pat it into my skin. And as you can see, it's already giving me a very, very full coverage. Very full coverage. As you can see, I just take it down, way, way down. I don't know if this is going to be annoying to you guys or not. Having this mirror right here. Anyways. I just take that down. Hold that like that. Sorry. I don't like having this mirror like this any more than you guys probably do. One of these days I'll get an actual mirror. One of these days. It'll happen. I promise. So this is obviously, as you can see, this is the way I like to do it. And then I like to just press the product in. And I think that works out much better than trying to just smooth it out, because I think that tends to wipe away the coverage. And then I do just bring it down. Since I don't have anything to cover my neck, I just bring it down to bring the color down. I want to make sure I get the corners of my nose since that tends to be very, very red. Pardon my eyebrows, by the way. I don't know if you could see on the camera, but I am just waiting to get them threaded. So, and I like to just get my money's worth on the thread. Hi, baby. She's so cute. She's like climbing on me. She's probably like, pay attention to me. Just gonna sweep that over my eyes since I have major discoloration. What's kind of cool about this is that I don't feel the need to use a separate concealer with this product. And I really don't feel the need to like keep applying the product. Now I did, obviously, as you can tell, I did use quite a bit of it. But it literally, like, I don't know if you can tell in here, but I literally barely tapped my finger into it and got like a crap load of color. So this will last you a really long time. Really long time. Now I'm just going to take a little bit with my fingers and just bring it underneath my eyes. I'm not the type of person that likes to have really light under eyes like a la Kim Kardashian. It looks really good on some girls. I don't think it looks that good on me. Anyways. If you do have extra spots you would want a concealer, which I really don't. I think I'm fine right now. You can definitely just take your finger and just apply it directly. But like I said, because it does give you, like I said, a heavier... What are you doing? You're a silly little girl. It does give you a heavier coverage if you apply it with a with your finger than it would have just patting it in. I really don't know why that is. It's really funny. If I had used my fingers just to blend what I had done on my face, it would have been way too much product. Like, way too much product. So, this does last. I don't know if I did mention this. This does last quite a bit. This, in the heat, I live in San Fernando Valley. This lasts really well because it gets crazy hot over here. In fact, Thursday it'll be like 94 degrees here, and it's just, you just want to break down and cry at that point. This has held up. Like, honestly, it holds up really, really well. I am going to be wearing this to my baby shower, which is going to be outside at a park in the middle of the afternoon. So it will be a really good time to test the breaking down point of this foundation. Anyways, so that's my review. I do recommend you try it. If you don't like it, definitely keep your receipt. I want to say, don't buy it at Target. Like, I have kind of sometimes a hard time returning stuff at Target that's open. So I would try, even if you spend a little bit more, or try Walmart. I think Walmart has a really good return policy for makeup. So does CVS and Rite Aid. I've never tried Walgreens, so I can't remember if they have a decent one or not. So definitely check it out. Alright, bye.